Okay. So Sunil, let's start your mock for RAC, stack mock for RAC.
Yes.
So Sunil, just tell me what is refrigeration and how we can produce refrigeration.
Sir, refrigeration means we need to decrease the temperature of the systems lower than the environment temperatures by extracting the heat. For example, if you're using the any liquid which temperature is lower than the systems, it extract the heat from the system either by the sensible heat transfer or latent heat transfer and decrease the temperature of the system. That is the refrigeration.
Hmm. So how we can produce refrigeration?
Sir, various methods are there for refrigerations, like natural methods and artificial methods. Natural methods like that, for example, if we mix the salt into the water, then we get the cooling due to the endo, due to the endothermic reactions, and nocturnal cooling one is also there, and evaporations is also there, natural evaporations. And if you go for the artificial method, in the artificial methods like vortex tube refrigeration, solar refrigeration systems, VARS cycle based refrigeration system, VCRS based refrigeration system, and we can say if we expand the compressed liquid, then we can also get the refrigeration. Other method is also there.
Ajay, can you draw the cycle diagram for this VCRS
Yes,
on pH diagram?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir. I draw the pH diagram by considering the simple VCRS system. And
Yes, standard
can I
VCRS.
show?
Okay.
Can I show?
Yes, yes. Mm. Okay. So can you show the constant temperature line on this pH diagram and why actually we draw pH diagram? What is the significance of drawing pH diagram? And similarly, at the same time, you need to show the isothermal lines on this pH diagram.
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, we draw the pH diagram because for the easy analysis, and we can easily draw because we consider the enthalpy and changing the enthalpy in the work input and the refrigerating effect and maintaining the constant pressure in the evaporator and the condenser. So it is easily draw. So that's why we use the pH diagram. And so the constant isothermal line for that diagram will be the vertical, sir.
Vertical, where?
So it is at the exit of the evaporator because it is a low pressure operating region, then it can consider as a ideal gas. And for the ideal gas, the enthalpy is a function of temperature. So the temperature is for this diagram, the vertical line is the constant enthalpy line. So the temperature will be the vertical temperature.
In which region? In which region you will have vertical isothermal line? Subcooled, wet region or superheated region?
So superheated region at the low pressure.
Superheated region at low pressure, fine.
Yes.
Superheated region at, what about superheated region at high pressure, and what about subcooled region? Yes, that is right, Sunil. In low pressure superheated region, we will have a vertical isothermal line. But what about some slightly higher pressure? Suppose, and what about the subcooled region? High pressure in subcooled region.
Yes, sir. Sorry, in the subcooled region, it also the vertical, but
Mhm.
in the superheated high pressure regions, I don't.
Third lines we have. Achha, why vertical in that region? Subcooled?
So I don't know the exact answer, but can I guess?
Yes, yes.
So because in the liquid, to increase the pressure, we need to
Mhm.
increase the to change the density or volumes, we need to apply the more pressure. So maybe the reason.
Fine.
Sir.
Sunil, can you tell me the effect of evaporator and condenser pressure on the performance of VCRS?
Yes, sir. So can I show with the diagram?
Yes, go ahead with this PS diagram only.
It's a PH or TS?
Shown PH only. If you are comfortable with TS, then draw TS. Any diagram which you like. But just tell me what is the effect. What is the effect of evaporator and condenser pressure?
Okay. So in the condenser, if you increase the pressure, then the work input in the compressor will increase and refrigerating effect will decrease. So we can say that the refrigerating systems will be the decrease, and at the same time, due to the work input in the compressor increase, so the volumetric efficiency is also decreased due to increase in the pressure ratio. And if you go for the decrease the pressure in the evaporator, then the refrigerating effect decrease, and at the same time the work input in the compressor will also increase. So the sir effect will be the same, I think. But in the
how volumetric efficiency is associated with that condenser pressure, increase in condenser pressure? How it is decreasing?
Yes, sir. Sir, volumetric efficiency, the define is that the actual volume which is entering of the vapor into the compressor to the stock volume. If you increase the pressure ratio, so that means at the end of the exhaust stroke, the pressure inside the cylinder will be the more. Then for starting the suction in the next cycle, we need to create a more vacuum. So the flow of the refrigerant vapor into the compressor will be decreased. So the volumetric efficiency will be the effective. And sir, by the formula we can easily analyze it. That.
Which formula? Volumetric efficiency.
Yes, sir.
Volumetric efficiency in terms of the pressure ratio.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You remember that formula, Sunil?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, is equal to 1 plus C minus C, P higher upon P lower. That is the pressure ratio ki power 1 by N. N is the expansion box.
What is that C? What is that
C? The compression ratio. So C is the clearance ratio, sir. VC upon VS.
VC upon VS. Fine. So just tell me one more thing, Sunil. What is superheating in VCRS?
Yes, sir.
Like on this TS or PS diagram, can you show the superheating? And just tell me the effect also. What is the effect of superheating on the performance of VCRS?
Okay, sir. Sir, superheating in the VCRS systems, if you consider, it depends on the two type things, how we are doing the superheating. So if you do the superheating in the evaporator by increasing the load, then the refrigerating effect will increase, but at the same time, the work input for the compressor will also increase. So for the COP, we cannot say anything, but it depends on the refrigerant, what type of refrigerant we are using. On the basis of these properties, we can tell. And the second point is that if you do the superheating in the heat exchanger, then we use the heat exchanger in the subcool. At the same time, we use the subcool region also. So by exchanging the heat in that one, the refrigerating effect, so in that way, if you use the heat exchanger, that is the good also. And superheating, one way we can also do it by the
Yeah,
environment
what is the
condition.
Sunil, what is the effect of superheating on the work input of the compressor?
So but it will increase.
It will increase.
Yes,
Why? Why it
sir,
is
because in the
increasing?
superheating, sir, in the superheating region, we increase the inlet temperature of the compressor, and the work input is the function of inlet temperature of the compressor.
Inlet
Or
temperature.
in physically, we can say that, and sir, physically we can say that in the superheating regions, the specific volume of the vapor is more, so the curve is diverging type. So by the curve we can also see.
Fine. Sunil, what is absolute humidity?
Yes, sir. So absolute humidity, that means mass of the water vapor with respect to the mass of with respect to the volume of the dryer. So in the absolute humidity, we consider per unit volume. But at the same time, if you're talking about the specific humidity, then we talk about the per unit mass of the dryers.
So why these two quantities, like absolute humidity, the specific humidity?
Sir, we it at the last moment it gives the same consequence, but there are two terms: relative humidity, and one is the degree of saturation. I think a degree of saturation, and both the terms can be differentiated by these. So that's why, sir, I think it is.
So what is the cyclometric chart? What is the use of cyclometric chart?
So psychometric chart is used to find the property of the moist air, considering the
How?
two properties.
how Mhm.
Sir, if you know the two properties of the moisture, we can identify the other properties.
So
And
what is it? What do you mean by pure substance?
sir, pure substance means that is the chemically homogeneous. There is wherever we take any sample from it, it has the same property throughout.
So
So that
most
is
air
the
is a
pure
pure
substance.
substance. Most air क्या है? Is a pure substance.
No, sir. So because the moist air consists the dry air and water vapors, and the water vapor vary from location to location.
No, in particular area location when you are taking the sample of air, that is a pure substance or not? Like even
At a
if you will take
particular,
water from different location, then also the basic atoms that will be same, but there may be some kind of mixtures like the salts present in the water and different other things. They will also change. So what I'm saying, at a particular location, if you're taking the sample of moisture, that is a pure substance. We can consider it as a pure substance or not. And if not, why we cannot consider it as a pure substance?
sir, if you fix the other conditions at a particular locations, then water vapor and dry air.
Mm-hmm. Ajay, can you write Gibbs phase
Sir.
rule? Using this Gibbs phase rule, how many
Yes, sir.
number of properties will be required
Yes, sir.
to fix the
Sir,
state of this most air?
sir, 3.
How you can say that?
Sir, the Gibbs phase rule is equal to sir, the component is the 2, and that is the H2 vapors and the dry airs. The gases are present in the environment. So the component is 2, and phases is 1. That is the vapor. That is the gases phase. So the degree of freedom for that moist air will be 3. And sir, the previous question answer is that components different. Sir, it will not be a pure substance.
Mm. That is a pure substance. Sunil, we consider most air as a pure substance.
At a particular location.
Obviously, the moisture which is present that is uniformly distributed.
Okay.
Obviously, at a particular location only. the water vapor which is present, that humidity, suppose if you are taking some sample of the air and if you are measuring its humidity, there is the same
Yes.
humidity for that air present inside the room or at for that particular location.
Yes, sir.
So if you will take some type of air and oil, okay, then that actually that will not qualify as a pure substance, but that will qualify, this air and water mixture, homogeneous mixture, that will qualify as a pure substance. And but in psychrometric chart, Sunil, we are having only two properties, like the dBT and the specific humidity.
Yes, sir. Sir, but the moisture degree of freedom is 3, means the 3 properties is required to do the psychometry chart. But in the while drawing the psychometry chart, we fix the one property, that is the pressure. And the psychometry chart is drawn by considering the fixed pressure. So pressure to pressure it can vary.
Okay, my last question is to Sunil. What is chemical dehumidification? What do you mean by chemical dehumidification?
Okay, sir.
And you need to show this process, chemical dehumidification process, on psychrometric chart.
Okay, sir. Sir, this is a process of sensible heating and dehumidifications, and we can show in the psychometry charts like that.
अच्छा, कैसे करते हैं? Can you tell me any chemical which we use for this purpose?
Yes, sir. So we can use the silica gel. That is the best example for it. It absorbs the moisture from the any moisture and converting into the converting.
Okay, Sunil, let me give you the feedback. So, Sunil, I asked you some questions from refrigeration, initially from what is refrigeration, then different methods. VCRS, mostly question I asked you about VCRS, cycle diagram, pH diagram I asked you. That you drawn rightly. What is the effect? Isothermal lines ka dekho, like
Yes,
low pressure region that will be vertical, but in the high pressure, then again there you will, in superheated region they are curved one, and then if you will reach to low pressure region, then these curved line will become vertical. In wet region you will have horizontal lines, okay, and in again in the super cold region you will have vertical lines. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
उसके बारे में देखो थोड़ा सा, है ना?
No, sir, I went through it, but I did not get the answer. So could you tell me?
What for what? Like isothermal lines.
Yes, sir. I got the informations regarding to the low pressure superheating regions, and when I got the information, I tried to get the information regarding to the subcooled regions. Then I did not get what is the reason behind it, why it is the straight line.
In subcooled, first thing is you are having liquid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so liquids are incompressible.
So the whatever reason I gave it, it was right.
So dV, but you need to show, na? You need to
Yes,
show.
Sir.
Like what if you are drawing that pH diagram, so you can easily try to get that information dP by dH.
Yes.
तो उससे देखो, like dV will be zero. Are you getting? dV को हम क्या ले सकते हैं? dV will be zero because liquids are incompressible, so we can say that the change in specific volume, जो हम PdV लिखते हैं ना, या PV, so that will be zero. So from that easily you will get. Are you getting? Slope देखते हैं ना? In wet region, change in phase is taking place, and change in phase is always at constant pressure and constant temperature. That's why we are having the horizontal line. Third region में, low pressure region में तो आपका वो region बिल्कुल justified था, vertical lines होगी. But अभी high pressure पे again you will have curved lines. आपको curved line मिलेंगी.
Okay.
तो उसके बाद I think I asked you about effect of evaporator pressure and condenser pressure. That also you explained, right? Obviously the increase in condenser pressure or the decrease in evaporator pressure, that those are same. अभी आप इसको सेम तो बोलोगे, बट आपने सेम बोला क्या कि सर इंक्रीज इन कंडेंसर प्रेशर एंड डिक्रीज इन इवेपोरेटर प्रेशर, बोथ इफेक्ट्स आर सेम. लाइक दोनों का इफेक्ट क्या होगा? द वर्क इनपुट विल इंक्रीज, द सीओपी विल डिक्रीज, वॉल्यूमेट्रिक एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द कंप्रेसर विल डिक्रीज, रेफ्रिजरेशन इफेक्ट विल डिक्रीज.
Yes.
ठीक है. So it is better to maintain the evaporator pressure high and the condenser pressure low. After that, I think I asked you about the just a second. Absolute humidity, I think, you know, absolute humidity. Then the cyclometric chart pe the give space tool I asked you. So all those things you answered. So overall, what I can say, your knowledge is fine, Sunil. You answered all the questions related to this subject. Refrigeration. Mostly question I asked you about that cycle diagram, because VCRS is very important part, like for this particular subject, refrigeration. So in any interview, if you are going and if you are mentioning this subject as your favorite subject, so there are good chances they will ask you some questions from VCRS. अब उसमें superheating is also more important. Superheating भी आपने बताया, that also that I skipped. कि superheating का क्या effect होता है on the performance of VCRS, तो वो भी ठीक था. Superheating we are carrying out in the evaporator or superheating we are carrying out in the heat exchanger. तो उस दोनों से क्या इफेक्ट है और वर्क इनपुट पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ता है, तो वो भी आपने ठीक बताया कि द स्लोप विल चेंज एंड दैट वॉल्यूमेट्री द स्पेसिफिक वॉल्यूम विल इंक्रीज, सो द कंप्रेसर विल इंक्रीज स्लाइटली. कंप्रेसर और क्या बढ़ता है, बढ़ जाता है. तो टेम्परेचर कंसेप्ट आल्सो यू मेंशन कि हाउ एक्चुअली टेम्परेचर इनलेट गैस टेम्परेचर ऑफ द रेफ्रिजरेंट, हाउ इट इज रिलेटेड विद द वर्क इनपुट ऑफ द कंप्रेसर. So overall, you answered all these questions. Matlab, you know very clearly the concepts related to the superheating and this evaporator condenser pressure. So these are the things which are related to VCRS. Cyclometry के मैं कम क्वेश्चन पूछ पाया due to time limitation. Okay. So overall, your performance is fine. Okay. थोड़ा सा इसमें बस और एनर्जी भर लो, है ना. अभी इंटरव्यूअर की एनर्जी इट मे बी डिफरेंट, वो कैसे भी आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है, बट एज ए स्टूडेंट, एज ए कैंडिडेट, यू नीड टू बी मोर एनर्जेटिक. ठीक है.
Okay.
तो उसमें दैट इज अ पार्ट व्हिच एक्चुअली यू कैन इंप्रूव. रिमेनिंग ऑल योर नॉलेज इज फाइन, सुनील. ठीक है.
Sir, one thing I want to ask, sir, suppose that I am using the copy and pen and while drawing the any curve, while explaining that curve, so it is need to see towards the interviewer or we can see in the copy.
No, you can see in your notebook also, but आपको थोड़ा सा एक्सप्रेसिव होना है वहां पे, ऐसा ना लगे कि आप कंफ्यूज्ड हो. यस, आप परमिशन ले सकते हो. कैन आई थिंक सर, कैन आई ड्रॉ इट ऑन द ड्रॉ इट ऑन बुक, इफ दे विल अलाउ यू देन डेफिनेटली यू कैन ड्रॉ. बट ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने कुछ पूछा एंड यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग इट ऑन द नोटबुक, ऐसा नहीं करना है. आपको एंगेज करना है पहले इंटरव्यूअर को. यू नीड टू इंटरेक्ट विद द इंटरव्यूअर. if you are having that kind of feeling, sir, I need to draw something, then you can take permission. आपको परमिशन लेना चाहिए. विदाउट परमिशन आप अगर लिखोगे, that is not a good. ठीक है.
No sir, I am asking, suppose that I use the copy and pen and I draw the, by taking the permissions I draw the curve, but while explaining the curve, if I want to see only the copy, that is good, or I need to see the.
ठीक है. देखो, वो दोनों में आप कर सकते हो. देखो, लाइक यू कैन रेफर टू योर नोटबुक आल्सो, एट द सेम टाइम यू कैन रेफर टू द कैमरा आल्सो. दोनों में आपको इंटरेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. एक बार इसमें देखा, फिर आपने बताया ये सर, ये आपको इंटरेक्टिव तो रखना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा.
ओके,
ठीक है. सो सुनील, ओके, गुड लक. व्हेन इज योर इंटरव्यू?
सर 17
को. ठीक है, अभी टाइम है आपके पास. यू आर हैविंग सफिशिएंट टाइम, 15 days. सो कीप रिवाइजिंग द थिंग्स एंड गुड लक. कीप प्रिपेयरिंग.
Thank you.
Okay.